everybody, I'm back. Although normal time is probably past for you. This will be night 4 out here tonight here at this spot. And I've been moving around a little bit, spending some time in the day use area, plugged in over there to charge the battery, and coming back here for the late afternoon and evening. And I think I found the best actual site here at this campground. I mean, most of these sites are pretty small, but I fit. There's a tree right behind my bumper there, and there's a tree right in front of me. I kind of just wedged in there and I'm off the road. And I have the best water access, as I've kind of got my own little jetty of grass out here that leads to the water. Doesn't get much better than that, huh? And I actually did a campground review video for freecampsites.net yesterday, and I made mention of this as well. I still have not seen anybody out here. So I've been here, this is my 5th day, tomorrow will be my 6th daytime here, and still not seen anybody, a worker, a visitor, a fisherman. Nobody has been out here at all, and it's absolutely, it's cool and creepy. A part of me, even though I've been watching the news a little bit and I've been communicating with people on YouTube and stuff, you still have this doubt, like, is the world still operating out there? Really, it happens. But I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I'm really, really going to miss Alabama. But in the morning, we are getting into a new state. Well, good morning, everybody. I am heading out right now, all packed up. And as ironic as it is, late last night this turned into like a party place. And a bunch of people came in, like between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., unloaded their boats and were out on the water all day, and then they come racing through here in the morning. So I was up at 5 a.m. just because it was so loud around here. I said it was so quiet for so long, and then the last day got really noisy. Anyway, I'm definitely heading out. Talked about the cover on my scooter. I'm not going to keep it on all the time. I mean, if I know I'm going to be on all pavement roads and it's a nice sunny day, I'm not going to keep it on. But if I think there's a chance of rain or a chance of a dusty, dirty road, yeah, I'll go ahead and put it on. All right, let's go get into a new state, guys. It looks like Jax is ready. I think you've needed that seat enough. I think it's comfortable. Okay. Guys, we're back on I-20 for a short period, and you see this blue sign up here on the right? Welcome to Mississippi, birthplace of America's music. Very cool. Keep traveling on, but we're going to be getting off of I-20 here and getting back to back roads in about 10 miles. And as is custom, every time I get into a new state, I will stop here at the Mississippi Welcome Center and stretch real quick. That's it, I'm good. You ready? Let's get back on the road and go find a cool spot. So see, I knew there was a reason why I wanted to put the cover on the scooter. Dirt roads are just in my blood. Red clay roads. Oh. Dead end. Hang on. Okay, before we make a U-turn, I just did some research, and I guess if you're gonna get lost at a dead-end, creepy bridge, at least if there's some cool legend, ghost story behind it, then it's worth checking out, right? We are definitely gonna go walk this bridge. I'm not exactly sure when it closed or why it closed, but the legend that I found online is that the Dalton gang, that was highly known for about 100 years ago for robbing people, left one of their members behind named Stuckey, and the townspeople here tried him for murder and burglary and theft and all that, and hung him from this bridge. And apparently every once in a while, if you hear a splash in the water, that's Stuckey's ghost. And unfortunately, there is a lot of graffiti left behind here. There's nothing you can really do about. We're out of here. That's about enough of that. What the? There was a splash and another weird metal sound. Whew. Plus, I just watched another episode of Stranger Things this morning. I'm just a little creeped out. Jax, we're going places. Other places. We're going other places. Yeah, so sometimes I'm easily spooked. I'm over it now. It probably was like a part of the bridge underneath that had been ready to fall for a long time, or a big salmon swimming in the river or something. Whatever, there's no ghosts there, but look at this old creepy house. You can find stuff like this off the highway all over the place. I'm not going to enter because this is probably someone's property, but it's right off the road. The way the ivy is just overgrown is amazing. Oh, we can almost look in the door there. Look at that. Nature has just taken a hold of this house. That is creepy too. Not as creepy as a ghost jumping off the bridge when I'm all alone in the middle of nowhere, but I'm going to get back on Highway 80 or State Route 80 West, which kind of runs parallel about 10 miles south of Interstate 20, which I definitely want to stay off of as much as possible. And I'm shooting for a destination close to Jackson, Mississippi to camp overnight tonight. Anything could change, but yeah, let me get back on the road. All right, everybody, I just got into Jackson, Mississippi, and we're going to do something a little different today. I just don't feel like going to the state capitol and doing city stuff, so instead, we're out here at an abandoned installation here in the woods, which, I ain't gonna lie, it's very creepy. This appears to be an old pump house. More on that later, if I can find this thing. Guys, I think I found it. Oh boy. Do you know what this is? Do you guys know what this is? Is this not the strangest looking model you've ever seen just out here in the middle of nowhere? Is abandoned. Guys, this is a complete scale model of the Mississippi River, built here in the 40s and abandoned in 1966. They have some 14 acres of this, because back in the old days when they didn't have computer generated programs to track what the Mississippi River was doing, they just had to come out here and literally build it. It is miles long. As I understand from my research, it was used for flooding training to find out what would happen. So the sump pumps would pump the water, and then they would see what would happen if they pumped too much water and where it would go and what it would do. The curious part is, why was it abandoned 6 years after they started it? Technology, maybe? I'm not really sure, but this was an epic structure to abandon. There are some places around here that have access points that say no trespassing, so you will have to kind of be mindful of that if you want to walk through here. But I'm here at Buddy Butts Park in Jackson, Mississippi. I have been carefully watching my step here for about a half mile walking through this, and it just never ends. Since I don't really know what the Mississippi River looked like, I mean, you can just see how vast this is. It just goes and goes. Like this right here, these were bridges, I'm pretty sure. that was a bridge, and that was a bridge there. So a lot of detail. I mean, think of all the concrete they had to pour and then mold it by hand. What an amazing project that they just abandoned. How it just twists and turns and just goes and goes and goes. I'm gonna post the GPS coordinates of the park below. I don't know if there's like an approved way to get out here or spot to get out here, but I know there are definitely parts of the park that are closed to the public. So obey all of the signs if you come out here, or just don't come out here. Just enjoy it from my camera view, basically. It's just so overgrown and abandoned. And it's really kind of neat. Also, I believe it is the largest scale model ever abandoned in the world, ever. I'll be very careful with looking for nails, but this may have been where the scientists lived and or worked to conduct their research. Pretty cool, right? Back in the days of a little limited technology, still getting her done. That's right. Guys, I'm gonna head back to the RV and do some boondocking. I have a few more things to do as we trek west in Mississippi before getting into a new state. So, guys, have a great night. Jackson, I'll see you in a couple days. Bye-bye.